Hello.
Yes, yes. I'm audible to you.
Yes, you are audible to me and
Okay,
visible as
so
well.
so
So
let's
let's.
dive into this session without further ado. So the first and foremost thing is that, as you know, the responsibilities of the calls. First, we have to introduce ourselves. So first, I would like to know something about you in a nutshell. So would you please introduce yourself?
Yes, why not? Let me introduce myself. So my name is Saurabh Tiwari and I am from Prayagraj in city of Uttar Pradesh. I completed my graduation BSc and right now I'm preparing for government exam. And if I talk about my hobbies, I like to play cricket match and I like to play volleyball as well. That's it.
Yeah, it is great. Yeah, it means that you like sports kind of activities a lot. Because I have connected to a lot of people, and no one didn't say to me that I like play to football and cricket as well like this. Okay, so very well, quite impressive introduction. And now I would like to introduce myself here with you. So my name is Lalit Kumar. I'm
That's
also
important for me. Yes, I'm saying that it's important for me. I would like to know about yourself. Yeah, you should start.
absolutely. I would be more than happy to introduce. Okay, so this side Lalit, I'm from Uttar Pradesh, and I come originally all the way from Bulandshahr district. And it's been 7 years. I have been working in private organizations, and my core of interest in I like to talk with the people, and I like to do adventurous activities. And sometimes, whenever I get time, I try to read out some books. I try to watch some movies. So this is all about me, Mr. Saurabh. Thank you.
Oh, that's interesting. Nice. So you said that I love to talk with the people. So what kind of people do you like to talk? Means sometime
So,
what happen? We have interest to do something, but we don't get that kind of interest. So then our mind start to moving somewhere else. So
yes, yes. I would tell you about this thing as well if you are asking to me. So the thing is that I don't care about this that what kind of personality I'm gonna talk with. So the thing is that if I'm gonna get person, so I'm gonna get a healthy conversation in that. So if the person is not paying the interest, so I would not be able to do in that. But I would put my effort to make the person to take the interest in the conversation. So this is my first and foremost way that I would try to make the person to have the interest in the call or conversation. So if the person is not paying interest and if the person is responding, at least he is saying that he has no pros and cons of the things, then obviously the conversation would be very fantastic and very fascinating, I would say. What do you think? Am I right or
yeah,
wrong?
that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And
And
sometimes it's also happen when we get the partner. If that partner uh, wouldn't know about that particular thing that we are trying to discuss with them, right? So then we feel that we are just chanting some mantras in front of that, but that person doesn't know about that, right?
yes,
So yes, so sometimes having knowledge is also important. If you are having at a place where two partners they are just talking about something, so knowledge is important.
yes, knowledge, when you speak, that time your knowledge speaks. You don't speak, your knowledge speaks. Like if someone is telling you that we have to have the conversation on a particular topic, so till the time you do not have the knowledge of that particular topic, the basic knowledge of that topic, so you would not be able to generate essential conversation in that. So that would be very cumbersome kind of thing for the person if the person is not able to understand like what I have to talk about in that on that particular topic. Okay, so without further ado, if you have anything, you can ask to me. Otherwise, I'm gonna
Mhm.
start with my Q&A.
Yes, so I'm just going to ask some questions related to English, right? So first question is that how long have you been here? And when did you start your journey on Skype, right? And when you start to doing conversation with the stranger, what was your feeling at the beginning?
Okay, so I would try to mention everything in nutshell in couple of sentences, I would say. So the thing is that I started my journey 2 years back, and I started from the scratch. I was completely, the cold water in that. So I started from scratch, and then what I did, I started, I work in a private sector, and so here it is, very essential to speak in English. So when I started, I was, as I told you, that I was completely cold water in that. So by practicing, by doing, by connecting a lot of people, and I worked on myself for at least for 1.5 years. So up to that time, I didn't get any, application to use because I didn't have awareness about these things, that there are a lot of applications we can use them and we can utilize the conversation as well. So when I got to know, so I installed a Josh Talk application 6 months back. Means when I started my English journey. So after just 1.5 years, so I started using an application that is Josh Talk, and I used that application for 6 months on and off, and then I jumped 1 month back on this particular application, Skype application, and I have been having conversation with the people on video calls, like and it is quite impressive for me too. Yeah. So this is all about my
So
journey.
when you,
Talk about, yeah.
it's okay, fine. So when you started your journey, so what was your label? In the beginning, what was your label?
I,
It means at that time
I,
you had awareness about grammar.
no, actually, I didn't have any awareness. Like even I didn't. I was not able to speak even a single word in English. So that was my situation that time. When people used to talk to me in English, they used to, make the fun at me. So he's not able to speak in English, and I, uh, I got a lot of embarrassment. So, so that is why I managed to speak little bit, and that there is always a room for improvement. So I still work on that room so that I can, represent my better version of myself as well. So this is like my way of perspective in that. And
So what's your suggestion for the beginner who doesn't know anything about English and they are excited to learn this language, but they don't know how to speak, how to learn, and where we have need to go for that, and what we have need to learn, grammar, and some important things. So what's your suggestion for that? Because you come from beginning to this level.
yes, and I was also from Hindi medium. I'm not from like any convent school, any from English, English city or in any metro city. I'm from rural village. And so I would like to, if you're asking me that this question, like what is going to help with the big for the beginner. So first, I would suggest that people, don't take a lot of things at the same time. People only need to focus only one or two things so that they won't focus on multiple things and they won't get bored as well in that. So, and how you can learn this, how a fresher can learn this language easily. He doesn't need to like bear anything like a pressure. Take it lightly. If you are able to read out one page, then it is okay. If you are able to read out only two lines, it is also okay, right? If you are able to remember one vocabulary, that is also okay. If you are not able to remember that as well, this is also okay. So what you need to do in that, or a person needs to do, uh, you know he should start with the speaking, and simultaneously he should work on the grammar. He should recognize the mistakes while he is making in his he is making while he's speaking, and then after recognition rectify them. And when every mistakes would be vanished from your conversation, then the person would sound very effective and very communicative as well. So this is the easiest way I would like to tell you.
Okay, that's a great, interesting, and I think beginner can get some information through you. Right? Let me tell you about me. I just started my journey in 2023, right?
Okay.
In November to December, and then after that I joined to Joe's Stock application. So there I was doing conversation with the strangers. So there I learned English. after that, I started my YouTube channel. So there I just uploaded around 20 to 21 videos. And after that, I didn't get time to make videos to have a conversation with the strangers on Skype.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I didn't get time to upload videos there. And after a long time I came here. So I thought let's get some information through you that would be helpful for the people. And now just most of the people they are excited to learn this language just because of private work, just because of professional life and making their skills and making their personality.
Yes. It is very essential to uplift everything, including skills, personality development, job, career, college, family. Even if you are going to visit any foreign countries, it is essential everywhere. If you are able to communicate your thought in English language, it means that you can connect with any person out of the whole world.
So tell me one thing, how do you learn vocabulary and how do you remember that vocabulary? Sometimes what happens, we learn a lot of things, but when we speak with somebody else, we forget all the things. So it's a common issue for all the learners. So what's your strategy for it?
Okay, yeah, it is, absolutely correct that when it comes to the using of that particular vocabulary or executing time of that particular vocabulary, so people, face a lot of difficulty to execute them. So I also used to face a lot of issues, and still I face. Sometimes it happens that I'm not, reciprocate the vocabulary in my conversation. So, so sometimes it happens to me as well. So I literally don't know how I work on my vocabulary, but I literally want to very effective communicator. So this is the only reason I try to, I try to inculcate many words in my conversation so that I could sound more effective while communicating. Yeah. Apart from that, I
That's
also
true.
don't. I
And
mean, people. There is a very traditional and old-fashioned way that you need to learn five vocabularies each day. So let me tell you guys, it is not gonna work. It is not gonna work. It can work for 1 day, 2 day, 1 week, 1 month, but it's not going to work for long. You would not be able to remember all the vocabularies. You would be able to remember all those vocabulary. Those are being used by you in the conversation, in the real conversation.
that's true.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. Even I have tried for this, but I didn't get benefit. I learned so many vocabularies, but after that, after 4 days, 5 days, I forget that vocabulary because we don't know, we don't get time to use those vocabulary in our conversation, right? But when you get one
Yes.
vocabulary and you try to use that vocabulary in your conversation, then definitely you will remember forever.
Yes, absolutely right. If you are gratified that you are able to use that one vocabulary, then you would think that if I can use one vocabulary in my conversation, then I can use more. I can execute more. So how you would execute if you are able to do one, then you would go for another one. So it's a process. It's a step that you need to take. First, you need to learn how to execute them and how to learn new vocabulary and which vocabulary would be useful for you. First and foremost thing is that to recognition the vocabulary, like which vocabulary is related to you, because you cannot learn the every kind of vocabulary. If the person is academic, so he'll have to learn some academic vocabularies, and if the person is in the job, then he'll have to learn some official kind of language. You know, so it depends, like which kind of vocabulary you are gathering, so that you can execute them in your effective communication.
So after having the knowledge of this language, did you get extra confidence or you feel that no, as we are in the beginning, now just we are the same. We have a same confidence. Or you feel that now I got a extra confidence.
Yeah, when I talk to the people, when people say to me, "Yeah, you are doing great, and you should go like another extra mile." So these kinds of feedbacks makes me that yeah, these kinds of feedback make me that yeah, I'm doing such a great thing, and this makes me to do some more thing, more extra practice in that. And literally, you are also speaking in a very effective manner, I would say. So because it's been long time, I haven't connected to that person who could, if communicate effectively. Your pronunciation is very accurate, I would say, and I think that you have been practicing a lot and for long as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds when you speak, so it sounds that sometimes that you spoke one word. That's true. So it sounds that you have been practicing a lot and for long as well, right? So this is kind of
Yes,
this is a kind of this is a kind of inspiration kind of factor that we get from the people, and when we get this, so we gather some confidence. Yeah, we are able to do, and we should go to an extra mile to achieve more. Okay, I'm gonna
yes, yes,
cut the
that's
show
true.
short now of myself. Now I would like you to, I would like to you to take the ball in your court and speak something about you so that I also can get some, or if you want me to ask some random questions, so I can ask to you as well.
Okay, just a minute. Can we stop this conversation? Then we can make
Yes,
another one.
absolutely, you can do.